Hey there, I am Pops, and yeah, news. Let's talk about it. Another category of do these option indies survive the writer's strike? Right. So this is a brand new one. So this is one you would think there's either some sort of script or they have a plan or something because it's really not the right time to see this. But it's breaking news that there is a new thing. But what's an option indie? It's like an indie comic that people are picking up because streaming and content can be done on the cheap, and some of these stories really there's not a lot to them to make. So this is actually Selena Gomez and Jordan Peele are teaming up. Boy, talk about two people I could be less interested in seeing. Jordan Peele is to me possibly one of the most overrated of all the creators that are out there, but he's adapting this Coyotes comic book. You can see that we'll pull it up here in a minute for you by Sean Lewis, who I do enjoy. Sean Lewis is one of the writers over in the Spawn universe. This is a 2017 Image comic. Artwork is Caitlin Yarsky. It's like a Kill Bill meets Last of Us. I'm sure they may tell themselves that. I'm not particularly seeing that from what I've read, but maybe I just haven't read enough of it. It's a border town between desert where women are mysteriously going missing. Officer Frank Coffey is trying to get to the bottom of what meets Red, a little girl with a katana blade and a mission: murder the werewolves stalking the border, picking off women one by one. It's discovered the werewolves are men of these villages. Both Red and Officer Coffey are thrown together in a thriller of mythic proportions with the lives of their friends and loved ones in the balance. Selena Gomez is attached as the executive producer. Jordan Peele is under his Monkey Paw Productions. Sean Lewis is involved as executive producer. No plans for Gomez to appear. So it's interesting. They put Selena Gomez in the headline, implying that she's playing the lead, but that she's just producing with Sean Lewis and Jordan Peele. So let's see. It's been in development, but it's now hit pause because of the writer's strike. And Gomez can be seen in a couple of different things that she's doing, blah, 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 blah. So this is one of those that kind of goes on that stack of, yeah, it's on pause, and now we're getting some details, but are we actually going to see anything? What's my take on it? My take is, it's not for me. It is the girl. It's the girl. First off, it's just graphic violence. They actually brag about using a lot of cursing. I love the Dirch's curse. I love cursing. Effer. It's like it just keeps going. So it's a bunch of minorities. It's the girl who trains herself, as far as I can tell. Like I'm missing the part of the story where she's learning from somebody on how to do some of these things. So um, this is issue two. But yeah, just the typical things where we have a lot of weird things that happen. Whatever. I don't really care for much of the book for me. Like it's just something that I didn't really find that interesting. I mean, I can see it as like a TV miniseries maybe, but a movie, I'm a little hard pressed. But again, if you have 8 issues to pull from, you probably can condense that down to something that could be a decent movie. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, it's the girl. It's a key to everything. Trains yourself. Um, it deals with border issues and immigration, those kinds of things. So there's a lot of like social justice type things that are in there. I think with Sean Lewis, he's one of the Image writers I think that kind of goes off script a little bit and thinks he's way more clever, and like he gets into like religious economy and stuff like that. It's just it's not quite as interesting as he probably thinks he is. This is like, it's going to be a lot about feminism and immigration and minorities and those kinds of things. Again, it just wasn't something I was particularly thrilled about. Quote, hit the pause because of the writer's strike is kind of interesting. So we'll see what's next. So let's go on to another one. Not what you think. So yeah, option indie comic books that are in development. We'll see. Keep our eye on timelines if they will make it and survive into the next phase. Okay, let's take a look at another one. Another one I haven't read actually. So I tried to find it quickly, did not find a copy that I can get my hands on easily. So this one is called God Mode, Keen Spot. is attached here. Let's take a look at this one and see what you guys think as well. Does it survive? Tail Flick Production CEO Yuri Singer has secured film and television rights to God Mode, a Keen Spot webcomic created by Chris Crosby. All right, so webcomic. Okay. Online comic God Mode has attracted more than 9 million readers and 100 millions of views. Set in 1995, it follows a feisty Asian American teenage girl boss who, okay, listen, if you are already going out of your way to talk about the Asian American teenage girl boss, you're not even hiding the ball. With the help of her motley crew of high school friends, creates a video game cheat code website that blows up in popularity at the dawn of the internet and becomes acquired by an out of touch $1 billion conglomerate. The webcomics artists have included Ryan Kearns, Raven Perez, Adrian Ramos. God Mode franchise expanded into print with a prequel comic series. Okay. And is that all we know? Crosby and Bobby Crosby will co-produce. They did a "Marry Me" graphic novel that was adapted into a feature film from Universal. That was the Jennifer Lopez movie. Quote, "The story of God Mode is weirdly personal to me. Hmm. When I was barely older than a teenager, I helped create a website that had an insane corporation offered to buy for 10 million in cash and stock. Equally insanely, we turned them down. Why? Why? But I've always wondered what might have been happened what might have happened if we sold and become part of a massive corporation, and God Mode was partially inspired by that. Okay. Projects on fast track currently out for showrunners. Good luck with during the writer's strike. Let's see. Producer also did White Noise, the Netflix movie. That's the Adam Driver and Greta Gerwig movie. Oh, that was a weird movie. And he also did worked on the Ethan Hawke Tesla bio film, Marjorie Prime. Let's see. Yeah, that's that. So let me hop over here and see if find it a different way. All right, this is what they have on their site. This is godmode.keenspot, and I am not really godmodeonline.com. So we need to go over there. Godmodeonline.com. Will that take us to what we want to see? It looks the same. It's just all the same. So I'm in a loop. Um, the other Keen Spot stuff. Let's go to their site. Some of the different things that they have. Here's Chris Crosby's work. Oh, he's doing Fart Night, and here's God Mode. All right, here's God Mode number 1. Okay, $5. Huh. All right. The beloved. See, this is an all new prequel series made for print. Travel back in time, 95, when Netscape was how you navigate the internet. If you've heard of the internet, Nintendo was just super, and American high schools were anything but a bully-free zone. Perfect world for Marceline, an angry gamer girl, way ahead of her time. Yeah, because there's a lot of gamer girls, especially Asian gamer girls. Okay, and she's about to bully her motley crew of classmate colleagues into helping her make history. Oh, so the solution to bullying is to be a bully. Got it. Let's see. Here's God Mode number 2. 90s teen comedy continues. God Mode website is now popular. AOL refuses to host it for free, but with no money to pay for web hosting, it requires Marceline and the gang make a desperate plea saved by their own hope. Bodrick, the world's most unlikable nerd. $5. 24 pages. Okay. God Mode 3. God Mode's about to change forever after an unexpected invitation. Marceline faced a tough decision. Meanwhile, okay. Purple hair, weirdo girl, gamer girl, boss girl. Here's the alternate cover. You can see like Tomb Raider ripoff kind of stuff. Like they think they're clever. Notice the Nike swoosh, Jurassic Park stuff in the background. I don't know. What do you guys think? I am going to go that just kind of hangs out in limbo for a while, and then we'll see post writer strike if it kind of gets a resurgence in, let's say, 6 months to a year after things start going again. That's going to be my prediction. That is going to be 30% chance it gets done at this point. Likely to die, but again, could be super low cost, could be something that could, find, a name, like if they, convince some person that they should do that, then maybe you can go from there. All
So
right, so let's get to another one. Will it survive? This one, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is called Trance. And talk about one that you're just like, why? Yeah. You don't get to, first off, you don't get to deny that you're like purposely writing things. This literally is quote, Trance, which was created and written by Joey Capuana with eyes towards adapting it as a scripted series. Like it was entirely created to just make it into a show. You can just tell from the rainbows and the symbol that I'm just going to, love this a lot. So this is Prodigal Incorporated has optioned the upcoming Scout Comics title Trance, which was created and written by Joey Capuana with an eye towards adapting it as a scripted series. So I guess it's not even out yet. I did not know that, but it's already, so it's like part of the plan, basically. Ready? Along the Savannah River is a nightclub called Trance, where drinks are strong, the dance floor is bumping, and drag shows blow your mind. What Trance's patrons don't know, however, is that an effervescent hotspot is run entirely by witches. And in between party, a coven of novice spellcasters discreetly study magic to enhance their lives and enliven local nightlife. But suddenly, their world has turned deadly serious. A homophobic serial killer is targeting victims using a hookup app, and the witches are worried. None more so than drag diva Alter, whose longtime lover is inexplicably vanished. Armed with tomes and tenacity, Alter and his chosen family investigate, defying police and witch law alike. Ooh, what a rebel. And uncover the evil more powerful and personal than they could have imagined. I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't even know what is less appealing is the fact that it centers around uh, a drag show nightclub run by witches facing the threat of a homophobic serial killer so that Alter and his quote chosen family can defy police and the witch law alike. Let's see. He's talking about some generic stuff, and then Prodigal is a partnership between, and it's got Arvin Ethan David, what he's been doing, this producer, and the film projects are set up with Amazon and Warner Brothers. Currently have TV projects in development with ITV, AMC, and Sony TV. So there you go. Yeah, so they've been working to get this out there for you guys. There you go. Trance. What do you think? Holy crap. I mean, I can't believe this is actually one that I almost am certain that's going to get done, because who is going to cancel this? Who is going to face the PR backlash of canceling the drag show nightclub run by witches stalked by a homophobic serial killer? Wow. That seems gold. Anybody want to guess the race of that homophobic serial killer? I got a feeling that you're going to be able to guess. Does this survive the writer's strike? I'm saying it does. I'm thinking Trance is going to happen. Where will it go? Let's see. Amazon, Warner, ITV, AMC, Sony. Amazon can afford it. It's low budget, right? I mean, maybe there's some special effects because it's witchcraft or something. It's definitely getting done. No doubt about it. No doubt. Yeah, that's definitely getting done. So, all right, let's go on to another. Let's see what else we got. That's a good one, though. I have to admit, that was a good one. That one actually surprised me a little bit. Let's take a look at another one. This is, again, Deadline. Paradise Court. Paradise Court is a horror comic book. Sony Screen Gems is in early development on Paradise Court. It's a horror comic book from Zenescope. Assemble Media is going to do the producing. CEO Joe Barusha. Paradise Court takes its name from a luxurious and exclusive gated community where idyllic facade lies deep secret. All the residents are serial killers with unique proclivities, manicured lawns cut as sharp as the knives in their kitchen. So it's like a neighborhood full of serial killers, played for horror, played for gags, that kind of thing. Let's see. So Assemble Media is in charge here. They talks about different things that they have produced, which includes Brawl in Cell Block 99. That's a Vince Vaughn movie. Great movie, by the way. Garfield, the Garfield movie, Mainstream, which was good. Let's see. Zenescope Entertainment has grown into one of the world's top comic book and graphic novel publishing companies. Really? Huh. Okay. Zenescope, huh? Let's see. Lots of horror, sci-fi, fantasy, 14 million copies. And they worked on the Van Helsing TV series. And they were behind. So Screen Gems people did Pope's Exorcist, which was, pretty good success from what I've seen and read, and some other stuff here. Don't know much about the comic, but let's take a look. Let's pull it up and see what we can have for a first impression. All right. There we go. So, yeah, definitely an intense look about it. Issue 1 of 5-part miniseries, Joe Bruscia. While taking a cross-country trip, a young couple stops to visit one of their long-lost friends who lives in an idyllic gated community. Not long after they arrive, they find that something sinister may be looking behind the mansion's well-manicured lawns of Paradise Court. All right. So there you go. Place to live. You go inside. You get all the things are here, and then this crazy person jumps out, got a knife, chasing down the girl. Slips on a rock. We cut to somewhere else in New Mexico. Different friends. They're going to go on a trip. Whoa, crazy vulture scene. Oh, plucked an eye out of a cow. All right. Just a lot of drama and stuff. We'll see. Don't totally understand that shot was, but. And then, yeah, just a lot of walking and talking stuff, and then some weird things are happening here. So yeah, this is a very economical thing to make. This is definitely like the kind of drama thriller stuff that's not requiring a big budget. So I can easily see this getting made. So far, it's got enough of the edgy to it. Like you don't quite know what's going on, keeping you off kilter. Works pretty well, right? So all that's good. Yeah, this is. I'm going to go pretty strongly. This is going to survive. Sony's also a pretty big player. They have a good track record with some stuff like this. So, yeah, I'm going to say Paradise Court is likely going to survive and we will end up in seeing Paradise Court at some point. So that's my thoughts on that. So yeah, that's an interesting one to keep an eye on there. Definitely has a very strong following in the comic book stuff. This is a book that's been out since 2018. So it's not a new comic book. It has a proven audience a little bit, so they can kind of base on that. So there you go.
Yeah. Right? And I'm not playing.